about to do my daily chores. I really can't drive. I don't have a tripod for my car, so I'm holding it up, and then I'm gonna just talk a little bit and about what my day is gonna consist of today, which is going to the gym and doing some laundry. And I'm just very happy that my car started because it gives me a lot of hope for the day. And let me just go ahead and get out of here before my neighbor comes out of his door without any pants on again. I have a crazy neighbor, and he likes to come out of his house without pants on, naked, and I had to call the cops on him one time. So let me go ahead and escape that, and I will be talking to you later, and with a full face of makeup on. Bye. Okay, so now I've done my makeup. I have not done my hair. I haven't had a chance to really do my hair. I've done my makeup, and I promised you, or I said that I was going to talk about my crazy neighbor who likes to come out of his house with no pants on. Apparently the first time this ever happened, my daughter and her friend, and they were 9 and 10 at the time, I guess we're going around selling cookies and knocking on people's door, selling whatever, cookies or water or something for their school. And he apparently had answered the door naked with nothing on. And they told me this like a few weeks after, and I really didn't do or say much about it because I really wasn't sure if that was the case, and I really didn't want to run and tell authorities on something like that because something like that could really mess them up. So I was just waiting. I really didn't know what to do. So I just waited. And the other day I was going out to my car to go to work, and I look over, and there he is, naked as a jaybird with his thing hanging out. He did have a shirt on, but he was naked from the waist down, standing out on his porch, like contemplating life, looking like he was contemplating life, but having no pants on. And I looked at him like, what the heck is this guy doing? So anyways, he goes back in his apartment. So that's the second time this guy's showing himself nude. So that same day, I come back, I pull up in my car, coming home from work, and I live in a resort slash condominiums where we have a prep school, and we have a lot of teenagers from around the world. They come here to play tennis because we have it's a tennis academy and a prep school. So, so I pull up with my car, and I get out of the car, and there he is, same shirt, no pants, on his porch with his dingling hanging out. And then I have these teenage boys, a big group of teenage boys, walking like towards our apartments, and them like seeing him with his stuff hanging out and them not knowing what to do. So anyway, they walk by as if, there's nothing going on or they don't see anything. And I walk by as well, trying to get to my apartment. And he's like, Cindy, he calls my name. He says, Cindy. And I said, what are you doing, John? And he says, my son died, crying about how his son died, going on and on. And I don't even really think he has a son. I know he has a daughter. But he was going on and on about how his son died. And keep in mind, he is a Vietnam vet, so he's already kind of not really there. I think he does have a lot of flashbacks. So anyways, he's telling me his son died. And I'm like, you know what, John, I'm very sorry to hear that, but you have to get back inside with no pants on like that. And he wouldn't do it. He was acting like he's in a daze. He's acting like he didn't know who he was talking to for a second. And I was just trying to get him to go back in his house, and he wouldn't. So I went into my house, and I tell my parents, whom I live with, and they had to call security, who in turn then called the cops on him. And I told him everything. And long story short, he needs to be on his medication. He needs to be Baker acted. When the cops did come out here that night to interview me about what happened and then knocked on his door, they said that they didn't have reason to Baker act him, but they did file a report, which is great for him. But what happens if he does something like that again? What about the children? What about the teenagers? And what about just the people in general who don't want to see that mess? I don't want him to go to jail. I don't want him to get in trouble. He's a super nice guy. Not all the way there. A super nice guy. I don't want him to get in trouble, but he does need help. He needs serious, major help, especially when you don't know what you're doing to the point of when you don't know whether or not you have clothes on, I think that's a serious issue. Because what if he seriously gets caught out in public with nothing on? I mean, what if he like wakes up out of his flashback or whatever it is he's going through and he realizes he has no clothes on? Somebody like that needs to be contained and make sure that he is on his medication on schedule, because he can't be without his medication. But anyways, that's my story about what recently happened a few days ago with my crazy neighbor, John. Great guy, but crazy, that he is wanting to come outside with no pants. I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna make another video. So be looking out for that. I'm going to be making yet another video, actually a lot more videos in the coming months. I haven't really been into doing videos. I work full-time and I'm a mother, and I haven't had just the time to dedicate to a lot of the things that I want to do, a lot of the things that I want to document, and just a lot of the things that I want to do creatively. I really haven't had the time, but I'm going to dedicate my life, and I'm going to make sure that I put in the time to doing these videos. And it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time now. I do love to dance, so I am going to be getting more into that heavily. So be on the lookout for some more of my photo shoots, my dance videos, another makeup collection, which my last makeup collection was kind of a small prelude into what I want to get more into cosmetically. So I'll be doing that, and I'm moving in a couple of months from now, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to be doing some tours and so on and so forth. But thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to my story, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.